After a night's sleep, any different sort of reflection on how things concluded yesterday?
Um, we didn't get the results we wanted. We still wanted to win. I mean, just got to find a way to steal a couple more plays and find a way to win. Um, that's what we got the off season for. You know, this team gonna be a lot different next year. So depending on how things go like that. So I mean, you just got to put in a lot of extra more work so you can finish games like those.
I know personally for you, you looked at this as a way to kind of get your career back on track. How do you feel this season put you back on that path?
I feel like this season put me back. You know, I was telling my D-line coach here, like I was in a dark place before I got back here, and then I needed this year to bounce back. So I feel like I did that with the time I had. I made the most of it, and I'm gonna see where my chips fall come free agency time again.
What did you learn from the last free agency time and understanding what this place means to you and balancing that and opportunity and all the factors that go into it?
It was that free agency was kind of a little different, you know. I mean, that year I was coming out. I think I had like a couple more sacks than I had this year, and it was like a kind of tough decision, and I had to slide. But I mean, if it's right, sure, I love to be here. You know, I'm at the point of my career. I'm just trying to finish at one spot. You know, but I just got to see where everything falls.
Shaq, what'd you learn from Von this year?
I learned a lot from Vaughn. You know, he helped me change my game a lot. You know, with the leadership he bring. You know, he been to 2 Super Bowls. He been an MVP, and it just his presence. He bought in the building every day, even though when he wasn't playing. I mean, he's a guy you can always learn from.
How different was it for you guys as a defensive front with him not in the lineup this back half of the year?
Oh, you know, it was different. You know, I mean, everybody's seen. I mean, you know what type of guy he is. Get to the quarterback, so I feel like it could have helped us a little bit more with that. But other than that, I feel like every other guy contributed, played well. You know, I know AJ had like 6.5 sacks, and then play a lot like that. So, and Bud stepped up. Grant finished with an 8.5. Yes, I mean they all stepped up.
You know, as we saw yesterday, stopping the run never goes out of fashion in the NFL. It's as important. You know, do you feel like when what you put on film, people will see a physical edge player there, that same, just as physical as ever before? What do you think about it?
Say it again.
Do you feel like you showed other teams and the Bills that you are as physical an edge player
Oh yeah.
as you've ever been?
Oh yeah, yeah. I still can set the edge and bring a pressure to this game and bring energy to any team that I'm gonna be a part of, or and anything like that. I mean, I could come in and make big plays still at this high level. So, I mean, I feel like I'm in a better spot I was at this time last year. Cause last year I feel like, shoot, I possibly ain't having a job. I feel like I set myself up for at least a year or a couple years, more or less.
You talk about the football side of things, how this kind of got back on track. What about personality? From our perspective, it seems like that's back on track as well. How did coming back here this season maybe help that as well?
Man, that helped a lot too. I was telling Coach E, it got me back as my mental back as a person because, I was like, that shit was in a dark place, so I didn't even know where I was gonna be at or how the outcome was gonna come. I just remember when one team I was at the pass, they told me be seen and not heard. So once I had that in my mindset, I feel like I couldn't have my personality or nothing like that.
Shaq, why do you think they had such success running the ball yesterday?
They was finding dark creases, you know. They had a great scheme for us, you know. And they was attacking us. They had rhythm on offense. We couldn't get them out of rhythm. So from play one, they just had a rhythm and momentum.
So what you're saying, be seen and not heard, that here you were allowed to be yourself, just be right.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I feel like I was on shankles at other teams. I couldn't really say nothing.
Yeah.
Like
And Coach E let you.
Coach E, Coach McDermott,
Yeah.
Frazier, all of them,
Yeah.
top down, just say be yourself, be the player you was when you got here. And once he told me I could do that, I feel like that made this job much more easier for me this year.